Yeah, and we are starting from the airport. Mike Oscar X-ray, somewhere in the southern tip almost of Mexico. I can see you right there. You're right beside me. Okay, so let's see. This is if that actually works. Vinny, you there? Can't hear you. Let me see. Did I mute you? No, I didn't. Let's see. I'm gonna make a quick circuit here on the airport just to figure out if this thing is, if it works all right. You don't have to follow yet. I just want to make a quick takeoff and see what it's like to fly this thing. Yes, the one with the retractable gear. That is a Cessna. Okay. There are quite some nice planes there. I can't buy them all. I mean, but there's some of the iconic ones you just cannot pass by. I don't know. It's just it's a bit of a I'm not sure what it's called in English, but if you're the if it's some kind of impulse uh, just to buy stuff, you know what I mean? Because you desperately need to collect the stuff. I don't know what. Yes, that's the word that I was looking for. Addictive. I do. Hi there. Uh, I'm not sure. Let me take a from the outside. Uh, I'm not sure if I see the same thing that you do, but no. Weird stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick takeoff here. Let's see if it's working. Vinny, I bought a 182. I need to try that one out. It's a little bit slower, but I guess you're exactly. It could do 130, I guess, something like that. Somebody wants to give me $1,000 on the stream. I'm not sure if this guy means business, but I think I'm gonna kick him. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Okay, let's see. Lower the flaps a little bit here. Let's see if this thing can actually get in the air. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the problems that I might be experiencing later on, this thing has a retractable gear, and I'm not used to retract any gear because I've been flying the Kodiak so much. Once I want to touch down later on, I'm gonna land on my belly. I know that's. Thank you very much. Yeah, it seems to work. All right. Yep, I do have a checklist here, but I'm never using it. But exactly, that's true. Oh, but I think for our tours here, I'll stick to the Kodiak. I'm gonna land this thing. I did lower the gear. Oh, it is. It really is. I have created an abbreviated checklist that's good enough for Sims, but you don't have to walk over all the items. I can give you that because there are some things that you need to do desperately because it doesn't auto start. You need to do some. You need to follow a certain checklist and a certain procedure to just turn it on. Otherwise, you're going to blow your engine. That's one of the few things about that's pretty realistic that happens is in. Yeah, that is exactly the problem. You blew your engine. Yeah, but this is a little bit cheating, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of the little charms of this plane that you're going to have to stick to a certain procedure. It is a little bit realistic, really. I like that. I guess they wanted to behave it like the real thing because it really you can blow up your engine in the real Kodiak. There's if you've been I don't know have you been watching the videos from the what's his name, the missionary bush pilot, the Ryan's something, Ryan Farron, and he's flying a Kodiak, and that's the original idea why I have bought the Kodiak in the first place, and he kind of where the heck is it? Uh, and he yep, sure. Yes, oh, I don't? Okay. I need to activate it. Yes, there we go. Okay. Since nobody else has been joining, that's not a problem. Okay. There's the Kodiak. What the heck? I have received a new friend request. Okay. Parabolic. I think we've got someone who wants to join in tonight.
Cool. I saw your stream with is it Vrieter?
Yeah, he's a guy from the Netherlands.
Netherlands?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't able to pronounce his name correctly either, but he told me his real name. I forgot it, unfortunately.
He's a real pilot. I mean, IRL, right?
Yes, he is.
I thought I heard that.
Why the heck does the escape button not work? For crying out loud, I cannot get out of my. Oh, dude. The other day I was thinking I would want to go back to 2020. Some of these things just don't work. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to restart the sim.
I wind up flying about 50-50 2020 and 24.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's annoying.
Yeah, 2020 is definitely a lot more stable, a lot less issues.
That it is.
But 24 looks better.
Yeah, it depends. The world
It
doesn't
does.
really look better, but yeah, well, it depends on what you're looking at. The trees do look better. But everything else, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they'll only let you enter in one bug ticket at a time. So I entered in one on that wake turbulence problem. And then there's another one when you're trying to do a world photography. If you drop into VR and take a picture, it just world photography stops working. It no longer analyzes your photos, and it just it doesn't, nothing works. And
Okay.
so you got to remember to, when you get to the place you want to take a picture, you got to drop out of VR, go into photo mode, take your picture, then it analyzes it, whatever, and then you get out, and then you go back to the main menu and so it's kind of a hassle, but yeah,
That's silly.
yeah, it's kind of a bummer, and they can only do one bug at a time, so I don't think it's been officially entered in. I saw somebody else complaining about it, but I don't know that it's been officially entered,
Mm-hmm.
and it needs to be. But I'm waiting for the other one to be confirmed before they can let me do this one.
Mm-hmm. Hey there, Artingu.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I'm great. First group flight in 2024.
Excellent. It's nice
Nice.
that you chose us. Okay.
Looks very, very nice. And Mexico.
Mexico. Sure. Yeah, that's I mean, we're going to leave Mexico pretty soon, I guess, because we're already at the southern tip, more or less. But we've been flying quite a while on this tour.
Very, very nice. What airport should I spawn at?
At Mike Oscar X-ray, I'm still trying to restart my sim. It takes forever. You can
Cool.
take your time. You've been flying on 2020 so far?
Yeah, I found another Discord with a gentleman that I think he used to be a tour guide,
Mm-hmm.
and he took us to trips in Italy and Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
yeah, I love it. It's like a dream. If you like simming, doing this together is like the pinnacle of of the hobby, I think.
It's awesome.
I
Yes, it
agreed.
is. Absolutely.
I
So,
wonder if, Matt, if you've ever checked out Two-Tone Murphy's Twitch channel. He streams regularly, you know.
no, not yet.
Oh, you should definitely check it out.
I will. If I find the time besides doing this here and taking care of the rest of my life. But yes, I will try to take a look at it at some point.
So, Vinny, did you join the Route 66 tour?
I'm not sure. I do so many fly-ins, I lose track of which one's which. Which one is that?
Well, I think it was on Saturday. He flew the entire Route 66, which goes from Chicago to Santa Clara, California. And so I followed him through down through Illinois, because I know that area because I live close to there, through Illinois and through St. Louis. Of course, Two-Tone Murphy had to fly under the St. Louis Arch. I mean, and he's on Twitch, so that's kind of interesting. He was a character. And then I left and I came back, and it must have been about 6 hours later, and he was still going. And
Yeah, he
I
streams a lot.
I didn't rejoin, but I just happened to get on Discord or his Twitch, and so I'm still going. And so he's in England. So he started that at about 11 o'clock my time. So it had been probably 6 hours. It had been like 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and he must have been flying till 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, it's both the cool thing and the problem, isn't it? The fact that we're scattered all over the globe.
Yeah, I missed it. Your name of the other person that joined?
You mean here in the chat?
Yeah, today.
The art today, right now here, we've got Artingu. I'm not. Oh, by the way, Artingu, I am recording this, so if you do not want your voice to be heard, tell me now because I can turn it off. I can make sure that
no
nobody's.
worries.
Nope. Okay. Excellent.
So Artingo, where did you say you were from?
He didn't say it yet.
Hi, I'm really called Martin, and I fly from Sweden.
Hello there.
Hello there. Nice. Very
Greetings,
nice.
Martin.
You know, there's one spot in Sweden. I've been to Sweden a couple of times. There's one spot that we always return to because my kids love it so. That is the Flugwapen Museum in Linköping.
Oh yes, yes.
That's one of the coolest places. One of the nicest aircraft museums that I've seen so far.
I took my kids there 2 years ago, I think it was, or was it last year?
If they already have the new restaurant, then it was last year, I guess, because they kind of renovated the entire premise, at least the restaurant part. So if that looked new, then it was last year.
Okay.
So I spent a fair amount of time in Sweden in the early 80s. I'm old, I'm a retired electrical engineer working on a pre-cellular telephone system that was used throughout Sweden back in the early 80s. It was called a Ridex. It was a Ridex system, and it was different towers, and we were able to do some handoffs, and it was quite an elaborate system. So I had got to know Sweden a little bit, and we had a foreign exchange student from Sweden when I was in high school, my senior year. So I went and saw her when I worked on a farm in Norway one summer, and so it's a great area.
And I have to go ahead.
Go on.
You were first. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say about the museum that we also find it funny that all Swedish museums have like kids areas.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a play area for kids, and in between there's like fighter jets, and here's the Swedish nuclear bomb that we never did, and here's the kids play area.
They have a nice the in the upper area there is this nice I'm not sure what to call it, but some area where you can do experiments where you have remote controlled simulator and stuff like that. There's a whole lot of to do and play with. That's awesome, really.
So cool that you. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Germany.
I'm in Florida in the U.S.
Nice.
And I'm in Iowa, which is where I live. It's in Iowa City. I'm about 4 hours west of Chicago, or 4 hours straight south of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
This is one of the coolest things about all of this, about this community. There's people coming from all over the world, and this is I appreciate that a whole lot because we've never would have met otherwise. So this is that's one of the few really awesome things about all of this.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was an amateur radio operator, and I just thought it was so cool to talk to somebody in another part of the world.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
kind of lost interest in amateur radio because it's like, oh, that's no Great Shakes anymore.
No. There's still a community. I have a neighbor who, in Germany, it's called it's something like Free Radio People, something like that, and they actually make internet using radio signals for communities that don't have any kind of internet access. So there's the community's still alive, but I guess it's become smaller and more intimate.
Yeah, the ham radio, they call it here in the United
Exactly,
States sometimes.
yes.
Amateur radio or ham radio, and it was there. It's still pretty. There's a lot of people that are really active, and there's a lot of people that try to go to different countries, and then work a bunch of people so they can add another country to the list of people they talk to. It's still popular, but I just I worked in the radio industry for years, and so I kind of lost interest in doing it in my spare time.
How about we meet up at runway? What kind of runway would we? What's the favorite runway right now? I think you might want you already have looked it up, right, Vinny? Runway 19.
Let me check.
A little nav map says 19, so we're gonna go there. Meet up there, everybody. Can you see it on the?
19.
Do you have means of navigation? At least something like little nav map. I mean, we don't need the. We don't really need the. For crying out loud, what it's called, the flight plan, because Vinny is always prepared and he can fly ahead, and we're just gonna follow him.
Can't you load the flight plan in this new plane that you have?
No, because it's a 2020 plane. It's still the same problem. I'm still using the Kodiak right now. By the way, I switched back to the Kodiak.
Oh, okay. I didn't look.
I'm right behind you. Everybody good?
Yep.
Coming up to runway 19. Have they fallen asleep?
I'm headed south.
Okay.
So I'm probably getting to runway 19. I think there's only 2 runways.
I would say that the runway 19 is in the north.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Take your time. We're still early. And Vinny's again flying the nice Caravan with the floats. I really love it. I hope you have some beer somewhere stowed away.
You keep getting in these 2020 planes, you're going to keep seeing floats. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault.
Who knows what kind of cheats you've been using.
I should be on the West Europe server.
Yes, please.
Yes, I don't see you guys. I wonder what's up with that.
What is your nickname in the sim?
Oh, good question.
I have received a friend request from somebody. Was that you?
Yeah, Parabolic Sea.
That's your name. That's also your nickname in the sim. So I have seen you earlier here on the server, but I don't see you right now. I need to
Anybody
change.
else seeing all kinds of automobiles and trucks and things in the sky?
No.
Not really.
It's so weird. I thought it was birds or something. I'm getting a little closer, and it's like trucks and cars. They're just up in the air, look like birds flying, but they aren't flying. They're just stationary in the air.
Lay off the marijuana. Oh, you're driving past. Oh no, you're warping, and you've got this nice little. What's it called? The plane. Oh, dude, don't run me over. And you've got 2 of them actually. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, Vinny, but Jim has got 2 planes right inside each other. What the heck is wrong with my sim? The other one has floats. This one has a double plane.
Everything looks fine to me. Maybe you should be streaming my stream.
Oh, dude. I don't know.
I love these cars up in the air.
I don't see any cars.
Line. West Europe.
Yes, please.
Did you say this is one of your first fly-ins in 2024?
Yeah, the very first one.
Okay, and make sure you got nameplates turned on in the settings.
I just turned them on.
Okay.
But I'm looking in the stream and I see that we are on the same place, but I can't see you.
Where's Jim? Oh, there he is.
Actually,
Yes, yes.
I am.
Go ahead.
I'm getting away from everybody because I think my frame rate is dying again because it's a big bug in 2024 in VR.
Oh, man. You poor guy. What a luxury problem, VR.
Right? What headset do you have?
I'm using the Pimax Crystal Light right now.
Nice.
That's awesome. One of those headsets that have that where you get the best bang for the buck, I guess, because it's got awesome displays.
It is really clear. It used to be, with the Quest, the panel was always a bit fuzzy, and it was you had to lean way in to read it. Now you can just read it really well.
Yeah, the resolution is quite a bit higher than on the Quest. It shows, I guess.
I see the defrag dad, but
Excellent.
you are offline for me.
I'm not.
No, I don't think you are.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I can see you. You're online, and I did not turn anything off. Skinny's there, Drop Bear. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm gonna restart everything. You can start the flight if you want. I catch up.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Resume. Okay. Go ahead, Vinny. You go first.
Rolling.
With your massive floats. I don't know. Always the same. Oh, that was a quick takeoff. Good God. This thing can take off on a dime, basically, huh? Even with
I
the
can
floats.
land it on a dime, too.
Yeah. And now your plane, I'm not sure if you can see this, but your plane is emitting some kind of fireworks. It looks, now it doesn't anymore, but just a couple of seconds before I don't know, it looks like some sparks coming out, coming out of your engine. It's all very weird what's happening here. Look at that. Take a look at the stream. Your plane is actually... Nah. Not yet. Not anymore, unfortunately. But maybe it's a graphics glitch or something from the frame generation stuff. I don't know.
I'll watch the recording later. Sounds interesting, though.
Yeah. Looks pretty cool. Maybe I should lay off the LSD.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Jim? Jim! Where are you? The moment that I said Jim, I I had an image flash by in my head from Star Trek because the captain was, his name was Jim, I guess, or what? No, who was the guy who was Jim? Was it the?
He's dead, Jim.
Yeah, exactly. He's dead, Jim.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly that. Yeah.
That would be Bones that said that, I think.
Bones. That's the
Isn't that-
that's the doc, right?
That's the one they called him
Mhm.
Bones, I think.
Mhm.
The doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very dead.
He's dead, Jim.
I should.
The joke is he's dim, Jed.
Maybe I should raise the flaps here. Maybe I should put in some rudder trim. I'm not concentrating enough. Are you going the right way here? Yes, you are. Oh, there's some nice pyramids here somewhere. One of these Aztec pyramids, that would be nice. Maybe you could we could ask what was his name? Two-Tone Murphy. I've got him on. I need a stream, right, on Discord, otherwise it won't work for you guys.
Yeah, you figured it out last time.
Yes, I am working on it right now. Oh, I should turn on autopilot. Lowest possible settings right there. Okay. He's oh. Gotta turn him on. Tour guide and Two-Tone Murphy. So there we go. He's dead, Jim.
He's dim, Jed.
I see what you did
Murphy
there.
is
A
dead?
classic Star Trek
No.
reference. Don't worry, we're all alive.
He's
and
alive
kicking
and
up here
well. I
in
was
the
watching him
skies.
earlier.
And Two-Tone Murphy actually, he recognized the connection. Did you just hear that? He knows we're talking about Star Trek.
Ah.
That's pretty nice. The large language model in the background seems to work nicely.
It sure does.
He's dim, Jed.
Dim jet. Sounds like a fancy cocktail. But if you're talking about the aircraft, it might be a reference to a dimming jet engine, which can happen for various reasons. Just keep an eye on those gauges, and we'll be flying smooth as a pint of Guinness.
So he's in the Discord now, but he's very low.
It's very low. You mean it's the
Comparatively to your mic, for instance,
Okay.
it's low.
Huh. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot that I can do about it. I cannot change the. I mean, are you able to understand what he's saying? Because I cannot really change the volume of the sky.
I think I can live with it. More important that he's loud on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually got the stream on my speakers in the room, so if you hear them feeding back into my mic, let me know.
No, doesn't seem to be a problem right now. I can hear
Yeah,
some
I
of
have it low.
I can hear me on Jim's audio, but I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Do you have passengers on board?
Me, no, cargo.
Okay. There are some
Boxes.
seats in there. I mean I don't really see what's happening in your world, so there are 2 pilots in there.
You're seeing very different things than I am.
Yeah, I know.
There's nobody in the co-pilot seat, and I've got boxes and no seats in the back.
Okay.
I can stream in the Discord if you want to see what it really looks like.
I believe you if you're telling me this is everything is different. You have a completely different configuration, quite the opposite from what I'm seeing. The only thing that's right is the Grand Caravan.
Oh, that's something anyway.
It's, at least I can see you at all.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be thankful for every little achievement here.
I mean, I've been in fly-ins where everybody was in plain vanilla 2024 using the standard stable aircraft,
Mm-hmm.
and we could all see each other in exactly the planes that we were in, and our handles were on the fuselage or the tail, and we could
Okay.
read each other's names.
That's
That's
awesome.
nice.
That's something you couldn't do in 2020 ever.
Mm. But at least I can see if you can. I can see your nickname on the tail right there. At least
Oh, you can? Oh.
Yes, I can. It says CTL Freak,
Oh, cool.
even with
well.
capital letters.
That's pretty good.
At least something.
If you have a livery that you made yourself or bought or something, that's something only you can see, right?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
It depends if the other guy that you want, if you want him to see it, you can send the livery to him. But
Oh.
Yeah, if
I mean,
both sides have it, then both sides
exactly.
can see.
Yeah. But it doesn't stream or anything like that.
No, I don't think so. That would be you need to have some kind of peer-to-peer connection, or yeah, you would have to agree that everything that you have locally is being streamed into the Microsoft Cloud. I'm not sure if this is, and people would probably misuse this in
Right.
ways I cannot
Of course.
possibly imagine. So I guess
Yeah, a lot of flying penises and stuff.
for example, or some nice viruses.
Well, I'm gonna have to bail, unfortunately. I think the crossplay is broken because I can't see you online,
Okay,
and I can't see your planes.
that's unfortunate. But-
I'm on Xbox. I think that might be why.
Not really. I have had some Xbox guys join me, and they work quite well. But there every week you've got the chance to try again. So we're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this quite a lot.
Yeah.
But thanks for trying anyway.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna be here again next week.
Excellent.
If you're doing this again. So see you then.
Take care. Have a good night.
Same.
So where are you guys at on the flight route?
Uh, you mean which destination are we flying to right now?
Are you going to MMIT?
Yes.
How
We
far
are?
are you?
Okay.
We're about between a third and a quarter of the way to Mike India Tango.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody yet.
Excuse me?
I was seeing you before.
Yes, I was seeing you as well. Right now you're gone, but take a look outside here. You're still there. On my 7 o'clock high. So I'm on your 2 o'clock low, I guess.
Yeah, I see two planes on my radar
There was a
map.
few mountains around here, so I raised the elevation up a little bit.
That's all right. You're still there, so are we.
Yeah, if you're flying in real weather and you can't see, you're going to want 9,500 to 10,000.
I have real weather. It's looking pretty good right now. We
Right now, we just broke out of the clouds though.
That's true, absolutely. Now he's overtaking us. Do you have time lapse on?
No, I'm in that Vision Jet.
Ah, okay.
I'll slow down.
You're fast. That's almost Mach 1.
Yeah, those things can move along.
I'm not sure if it can do max speeds, but I think it might be quite a little bit faster than we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You're on autopilot, right?
Always.
I am on autopilot right now.
Yeah, because I'm fumbling around here constantly. Let's turn on autopilot. We're at 9.4. Let's see. Let's get to.
So if somebody has map or a nav map up, what's the altitude, safe altitude?
9,500 to 10,000, I would say.
Okay. Oh, there's Freak. I'm overtaking you. This is not my intention here.
Yeah, what speed are you going?
Currently, I'm doing about 100. We're gonna go to, I think, 145, something like that.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, every once in a while, my plane just pauses. I don't know if you call that a stutter or what it is. I wonder if that's the server. Do you think that's the server, or what's going on where it just stops? I mean, the frame rates, everything stays steady, but it just pauses and then it moves forward again.
Not seeing that here.
Might have to do something with the streaming. Sometimes it happens to me as well. But I don't really know. I mean, I could, of course, monitor the network, what's happening, how much data is coming through, but I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll be fine.
You're ahead of us, at least. So. Murphy, tell us something about the area. Is there anything worth mentioning?
You're in for a treat. Just off to our right, at about 3 o'clock, you can catch a glimpse of the stunning Sierra Madre del Sur mountain range. These majestic mountains stretch over 200 miles and are home to some of the most breathtaking views in Mexico. They were formed millions of years ago and are a haven for adventurers, hikers, and nature lovers alike. Legend has it that these mountains are filled with tales of ancient spirits and hidden treasures, so keep your eyes peeled for anything magical.
Where the heck am I flying? Where's Mr. Freak? I lost you. Are you behind me?
Doing 146 knots, and I'm headed for the next waypoint.
Okay. Excellent. That's good. Don't mind me doing the silly stuff here.
So you're past MMIT?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm headed. I'm probably a little over halfway, maybe.
We're a little under halfway.
I have Murphy, I think, up too. Let me see if I can get him to say anything.
You have it too?
Yeah, I subscribed. I was so impressed with how they've set everything up. I just subscribed.
Do you use it mostly for ATC?
No, I'm not very good at ATC. I should have just did the entourage, but I... Just a second, I got...
Go ahead.
Yeah. It is so beautiful down there. I like it a whole lot. There's so many streets. What are these guys doing with so many streets down there?
It
Quite-
seems unlikely, but I guess that's the satellite map is showing streets there, so they must be real.
Yes, I think so. But
Okay.
what are these guys
I
doing?
got a call
Surprising.
from my wife, so everything's good. She just wondered which ATM she could go to, and I said whichever one you want.
Got that all sorted, do you?
Well, we're with Fidelity, got an account with Fidelity, and the cool thing about Fidelity is they'll reimburse us for any ATM we use. And so she was wondering if there was any ones that it didn't work. And I said, nah, that's not what they said. They said it'll work with all of them. Anything, they'll reimburse us for the fees. So hopefully it'll work.
How are they earning money?
Well, I think it's kind of it's a lot of online stuff. So what they do is they probably are using your cash account to loan out. So they're loaning the money, and they figure if they're loaning enough money out, it doesn't really matter how many times they pay ATM fees.
Okay.
It's so minimal. I don't know if it's like in Germany, but if you're in a regular bank here in the States, the interest is like a regular bank interest is like, I mean, it's horrible. It's like 0.1% or something. But if you go to an online banking service, you can get close to 3.5%, 4%.
I think it's even more here in Germany. It really depends. There are different kinds of contracts that you have, but there's something that's called, I'm not sure how to translate it, but it's a day money account basically, and they have I'm not sure the percentage, but it's pretty good. It really depends on which bank you choose, but there are banks that I won't ever go to because they invest into things that I don't think is very nice. For example, if there are some banks who are still invested in fossil fuels and stuff like that. I don't want that. So, you know what I mean.
Sure.
There's Freak. Yeah, and the fees that you need to pay for in Germany, the banks during the Corona crisis when they had to shut down, they actually shut down a lot of the physical offices where you could go to and pick up money, and these. Is there a specific word for this in German? It's Filiale, but the premises where you go to pick up money. What's it called? Not the ATM, the real office.
The branch, bank branch.
Branch might be the word. Yes.
Branch office, or we say go to a teller.
Okay. Yeah, well, so many of the banks in Germany shut down lots of these offices and branches. So, and they're still charging a whole lot of money for any kind of transfer. So it's really become a matter of choice. There are banks which don't charge a whole lot, very small percentages of the actual money that you want to transfer, but many of the old banks, the old ones that have had branches, they lost a lot of money during the last crises, and they're trying to milk the cow as however they can. So
yeah, it just shocks me what they can get away with in paying you monthly interest on. If you have a pretty reasonable balance, it's just night and day difference depending on where you're at.
Yes, it is.
But if you have a credit card and you don't pay it off, they like that.
Yeah, sure. That's how they can pull some money. Your label is flickering, but that's the frame generation stuff, I guess.
Oh, my nameplate. Yeah, I see that.
Yep. But I get that with shadows as well.
You think that's frame generation?
Because when I turn it off, the shadows they don't flicker anymore. So I guess it might be the same with the
nameplates. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is that the frame generation really helps in keeping FPS up. So I don't really have a choice.
Smoother.
A whole lot. Are we going to land there? Just for kicks?
Why not? Yeah.
Jim, don't crash into the mountains. I can see you down there. That looks dangerous.
Really? Because it looks to me, I feel like I'm quite a ways above them.
Yeah, you probably are, but it looks. I mean, we're on top of you.
I'm at 7,000 feet. What are you?
9,500.
9,500. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I'll see if Two-Tone Murphy thinks I'm too close to the mountains.
Good idea.
Did you actually try? There are a couple of other personalities that you can choose from, and one of them is what it's called, a mentor, where you can have somebody advise you on how to fly. I never used it, but maybe I should try. I might desperately need the the knowledge. Let me take a look. We're not. Hey, stop it.
Might be interesting to hear.
Mm-hmm. I want to do it. Let's see. Switch off Murphy. Tour guide, mentor. We've got co-pilots and all that, but the interesting part might be the mentor. So we have, yes, we do have Two-Tone Murphy as a mentor. So let's see
Perfect.
what he's going to tell us. So Murphy, what can you do for me right here as a mentor?
My friend, as your mentor, I can provide you with advanced tips on aircraft systems, ATC communications, and navigation techniques. For instance, let's talk about efficiently using your autopilot. Did you know that engaging the altitude hold feature can help maintain your desired altitude during climbs and descents? It's a game changer. Just remember to monitor your vertical speed to ensure a smooth transition. How about we dive deeper into that?
No shit, Sherlock. Oh, dude. Okay, go ahead. Dive deeper. Dive deeper into the autopilot. I'm curious.
The autopilot, a marvelous piece of kit. Let's dive deeper. For instance, when using the altitude pre-select feature, you can set your desired altitude and the autopilot will automatically level off at that altitude. Just remember to monitor your vertical speed to ensure a smooth transition. It's like having a trusty co-pilot. Do you want to know how to engage the different modes?
No, thank you.
No worries at all. If you change your mind or have any questions about flying or the aircraft, just give me a shout. Remember, every flight is a chance to learn something new.
What do you know about the Kodiak?
The Kodiak, it's a fantastic aircraft, known for its short takeoff and landing capabilities, making it perfect for rough terrains. Did you know it can operate on runways as short as 1,000 feet? Plus, it's got a powerful PT-6A engine that gives it great performance at high altitudes. It's a real gem for bush flying. How's that for a bit of trivia?
Well, we're flying in one right now.
The Kodiak, it's a brilliant aircraft for bush flying, known for its short takeoff and landing capabilities. Did you know it can operate on runways as short as 1,000
Yes,
feet?
I do.
That's a game changer for accessing remote areas. Keep an eye on your performance metrics and you'll be flying like a pro.
Okay, come on, give me some kind of question. I'm out of. I have no ideas here.
Ask him.
I'm sorry.
Ask him what the best approach to this next airport is.
He doesn't even know the next airport because I don't have anything on the. But what is the next airport? It's MMIT, right? Okay. So what is the best approach for the airport that we're flying to? It's Mike India Tango.
For Ixtepec Airport MMIT, the best approach would typically be the visual approach if the weather allows. Otherwise, you can expect to be vectored for an ILS or RNAV approach. Make sure to check the ATIS for any specific approach instructions and be ready to communicate with Ixtepec approach on 121.1 for vectors. Keep your approach stable and you'll be golden.
What do you say? 121? No. There's an approach frequency, but that's not the one he is telling us. Or is it? Let's see. Where are the frequencies? Approach. No, he's right. 121 decimal 1. Oh no, that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. No, it's the wrong one. 121.7. That would be the right. No, not even that. 118.450 would be the right one. Murphy, it's all wrong what you're telling me. The frequencies are different.
No, the frequencies are indeed different. We're currently talking to Ixtepec Airport, so you'll want to use 121.1 for approach and 118.45 for tower. Just remember, each airport has its own set of frequencies, so always double check. You're doing great.
Well, the approach frequency doesn't seem to be right, but the the tower frequency is correct. There
You're
we go.
spot on. The approach frequency for Ixtepec is indeed 121.1 comma, while the tower frequency is 118.45. Always double check those frequencies before you switch.
Sure.
You're doing great.
He's so appreciative. And so he likes to motivate people, really. MMIT.
I show the runways as being at 90 and 270 for MMIX.
We're going to go to MMIT. I
And
thought.
36 is the preferred for wind.
Okay. I kind of missed starting the approach here. I'm going to dive down.
Just follow me. I'm on the procedure.
Okay. Where are you? Ooh. You're gone. Let me see. I want to take a look from the outside. Oh, no, that's not you. Are you down there somewhere?
As far as I know, I am.
You're not. You're somewhere on a different planet here. Let's see. Oh, there you are. I can see you. Okay. Oh, I just crashed my plane. That's one of the things that you should not do. Watching other people. Let's do a roll.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
There we go. Good Kodiak. There's Freak. Yeah, stop moaning, please.
So are you going on 180 or 360?
36.
Murph, we're going to land on 3-6.
Landing on runway 36, are we? Make sure to configure your approach properly. Set your flaps to the appropriate position for landing and keep an eye on your airspeed. Remember, a stable approach is key.
Well, he's right, but I think he's his target audience is a little bit less
Sophisticated?
sophisticated than we are, yes. So go ahead, tell us a joke, please.
Alright, here's a little aviation humour for you. Why did the airplane get sent to its room? Because it had a bad altitude. Keep that smile up, you're doing great.
Oh, dude.
Well, he may not be a great mentor, but at least he's entertaining.
Absolutely. But I was laughing not at the joke, but at his comments on "you're doing great" all the time. It works quite well. He's getting me to smile. That is the intention, I guess. Look at the nice ocean there with a nice blue color.
Yeah. It's a nice spot.
Where are the pyramids? I want an Aztec pyramid.
Third and final.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the airport on the left-hand side. Yo, Jimbo! Anyone remembers where this comes from? What kind of movie? Yo, Jimbo.
Rings a bell.
I don't recall.
I'll tell you the actor. I'm not going to tell you the title of the movie. It was Pierce Brosnan, who was the lead actor. And it was a movie where he portrayed an agent.
007? Was it a 007 movie?
Yeah. I think it was Goldeneye. There was this weird American guy, and he drove away with his BMW convertible, and he always said, "Yo, Jimbo."
Yeah, those were interesting movies back in the day.
Yeah, but this still, the only real James Bond You know which one that is. And no, it's not Sean Connery. Well, maybe I should be using the... I'm curious about the 182. I'm going to switch planes here. It's going to be a little slower, but I want to see what it's like, really.
I can pedal as slow as you need.
Yeah. So let's see. Where is it?
182 RG, is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2020 plane.
Yes, it is. But it does work. The only thing that doesn't work, oh man, as usual, is the electronic flight book doesn't seem to work correctly. MNIT.
So you can't load flight plans in it.
Exactly. And there is something else that doesn't really work well. I can't remember. But some things obviously are not. We're not. It's not a plane made for 2024. So there we go. I really do like this, the retractable gear. Because it looks pretty elegant and pretty awesome once you have actually retracted the gear. Yeah. Turn that stuff on. It's also one of the nice things about the Alpha yoke is this the ignition switch where you have, which is actually spring loaded, so I can turn the key basically, hit the start button. Oh, maybe I should introduce some fuel, and then it's gonna spring back to the both position. That's pretty cool. We should also turn on avionics somewhere around here. Everything else looks good. Fuel is both. The rest doesn't really matter. I'm going to put in some fuel because this thing does not really have a lot of range.
Have you guys landed? I'm not seeing anybody. I wonder if I got my labels off.
I see you.
We're on the ground. I don't need a co-pilot here. Go away. Okay, let's do it. Let's see how this thing works. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have the really nice 6-cylinder engine that you get with the stationary. That one sounds so utterly cool. I can see right in front of me here, Jim. You're right there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have multiplayer on. Where's the setting to show the I got show multiplayer aircraft in close proximity on. I'm not sure what's going on.
Still can't see anybody. Rolling right through you.
I'll be right with you.
Okay. Oh, what are you doing to your poor caravan? That looks pretty awkward.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I just was taxiing. I was pretty sure I was in low idle. Ah, you have that one too, eh?
I just found there's this nice little button which is called soundboard, and
Yeah, in Discord, yeah.
I thought I might try something here, but most of the oh, there's the bush divers. No, they're all locked, unfortunately. Oh, Jim's there. I can see Jim. He's taken off. You're taking
I
off
saw him
without
too.
us.
Yeah, I'm just going to fly circles for a bit.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out why your nameplate's not showing up anymore. That's just weird.
You have two
Yeah, we're
planes.
seeing you.
I can
I,
see.
I can see your airplane, but I can't see your identifying information. I'm not sure what I have to turn on to get that to display.
I can
again.
actually see two Jims here.
If you the double nameplate is a common thing everybody sees. That's SU2 thing.
I can see two planes.
For the one who's not seeing nameplates, go into your settings and search for the word nameplates, and see if there's a key bound to it, and you can try toggling it. Maybe it got toggled off by accident.
Jim, you're a twin. It's weird. It's all pretty weird. So let's just take off here. Where are you? I'm just gonna take off.
Under the
Okay.
runway.
Yep.
Yep, me too. Meet you in the middle.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm actually going the other direction. You're gonna have to overtake me. Gear up. Here we go. So nice. Nice little plane. Okay, we're flying in a direction of, what is it, 64 degrees, something like that? 84. The engine is pretty noisy. There are lots of these, what are you calling it? Windmills, the things that generate power.
We'll call them wind turbines.
Wind turbines, right. To turn down the volume. This thing is so loud. Sound engine, where is it? Aircraft engines, like 50% maybe. Well, that didn't really help. What the heck? Aircraft miscellaneous. I could turn down the volume, the overall volume. Yes.
I think I'm going to loop around and see if I can see you. I think looks like I'm ahead of somebody.
You're ahead of both of us, I guess.
Yeah, he's ahead of me. He's off my right wing slightly and dead ahead.
So I can do about 120 knots, as it seems, something like that. Sustained speed. Oh Lord. Suddenly we've got 4 viewers on the stream. What's happening? Did I do something?
You're getting popular.
No, not really. But sometimes there are little peaks here. Hello there, whoever you are. Yeah, I think I like it. It's got nice interior with leather and all that. It looks very cozy. But you can see that it's a plane from a different era. It's still got all these steam gauges.
There's a little glass there.
Yeah, but that's something that has been retrofitted, I would say. I mean, the 182 is not being produced anymore, I would say, because it's, I mean, you can only buy it used. I remember flying this in Flight Simulator version 4 quite a long time ago. It was one of those planes that in civil aviation that I was flying in simulators first. So there is a deep connection. There is a deep bond.
So what altitude are you both flying? I see one plane to my 11 o'clock position, but I'm not sure. I don't see it. I see it on the EFB,
Radar
but
map.
I'm not seeing you.
I'm flying about 5,500, I think, is enough to get over the terrain that's ahead of us.
55, okay. I'm at 5 right now. But I can't see Jim. Jim, where did you go? Jim, where are you?
Yeah,
Jim.
I'm behind you, I think.
I'm just
I'm
kidding
behind
you.
everybody now. I just slowed down and
That's so very nice of you, because I can't fly quickly anyway.
How fast are you able to go?
Like 120.
I'll slow down.
130, maybe, if I'm pushing it. But look at the shape of this. Look at the silhouette. It looks so nice. Once you have the gear retracted, it really looks beautiful. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. So I glanced at my phone a minute ago, and there's a Google article here. MSFS 2024 is still a disaster after SU2. It might never get fixed.
Yeah, well, they're always
just their opinion.
Yeah, not only theirs, I guess, but I mean, we can fly. Free flight is still pretty good. There are bugs, of course, but I'm still having fun.
Yep, me too.
yeah, if you've ever, I mean, you guys are in IT and that type of stuff. You just know, how complicated this stuff is. It's not easy.
Nope.
Not at all.
Just give them some time to chase all the bugs down, and it'll be as good as 2020 in no time.
Yeah, and then we're going to have 2028. And the cycle is going to start all over again.
Probably.
And then we're not even going to have some kind of local client. Then it's all going to be streamed from some external platform. I'm not sure if I like this prospect.
You can actually stream this one.
Yeah, I know. There's an option to do that, but I don't want that.
Yeah, I think the disc is still a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
Although we're about to get fiber here.
Okay, that means gigabit?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the data quicker, because if Microsoft servers are not keeping up, then even broadband doesn't help, but it's still nice to have. I'd love to have it as well.
It's only going to be a little quicker for me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I cannot complain. I've still got 250 megabits download at least, but fiber would be nice. It's actually not so bad. 130 knots. That's not much slower than what we usually do. It's alright. I still can't see Jim anywhere. Oh, there you are. On my 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I went back into looking at my control settings. Cannot understand why I'm not seeing anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to find the nameplate setting?
Yeah, and I hit it both ways. It said it was Alt-2. I don't know.
So you're not seeing any nameplates at all, is that it?
Right, not seeing any nameplates.
Yeah, because sometimes if you have live traffic on, you'll see an American Airlines jet or something, and then that way you can toggle your nameplates on and off and see that it's on for sure, and then look for us. Also, boats go on and off too. Not seeing any of those at the moment.
It's almost
That
doing
isn't
a.
the same thing that gives
Excuse
you
me?
the airport nameplates, is it?
That's the airport markers, you mean? Like point of interest markers?
Oh, yeah, points of interest. It's not the same as your nameplates, is it?
Right, it's not the same. It's a totally different setting. It actually, the nameplate setting actually has the word nameplate in the name of the setting. So if you saw that word and you toggled that, that's all you can do. The only other thing that affects it is the server. Double check that you're on West Europe.
Almost doing 135. So nice. I like it.
Well, I'll pick up the pace a little then.
Sure. I'm gonna go dive and catch up. Let's see what else we have here. Lots of cables. That's one of the plains of Carenado. What is that? Floodlight. That looks pretty dirty in here. Quite Well used.
Right? You knew it was an old plane when you bought it, right?
Yes, I bought it used. They could have cleaned that a little at least, but I mean. The markings and placards installed in this airplane contain operating limitations which must be complied with when operating this airplane in the normal category. Other operating limitations which must be complied with when operating this airplane in this category are contained in the Pilot's Operating Handbook and FAA Approved Airplane Flight Manual, just so you know. No acrobatic maneuvers, including spins, are approved. Flight into known icing conditions is prohibited. This airplane is certified for the following flight operations as of date: original airworthiness certificate, day-night VFR and IFR. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. Such a nice plane. And there's one thing that I like especially is I don't have to take care of switching between the fuel tanks. The T207, you cannot activate both fuel tanks. You're going to have to switch between the tanks, and I always forget that. I always do, and then the damn thing starts dipping in one direction after a while.
That's your reminder.
Yeah, sure, but I would prefer the plane to be using fuel from both tanks.
Both tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Seems simple enough, doesn't it?
Yes, and this one can do it. Nice plane. And it was at a discount.
Oh, yeah?
I'm happy with it. Yes, it was like 14 euros or something. 16 bucks. It's not too expensive.
Nope.
But you get lots of discounts nowadays because I think people are trying to make a quick buck before the 2024 planes come out, and I mean, this is still good enough, so I don't see a reason not to buy it. Where are we going? What? I'm the tourist here. We're gonna go to Angel Albino Corzo International. Okay. San Pedro Papa na Tapik. Nueva Tecno Hit Ding Dong. Riso de Oro. That's easier. But this is still Mexico, right? Yes. We're going to enter Guatemala pretty soon. Not today, maybe, but on one of the next legs pretty soon. Or is it Guatemala? No, there's the border. Guatemala. It's not even a big country. It's pretty small. Let's take a look at the map here. So we are here? Up here. Ciudad de Guatemala.
So are you guys back to the mountains yet?
Yeah, we just hit them.
I must not be too far behind you then.
We've actually done more than... we're past halftime here. Looking at the destination, which are the Falklands, so... a couple of weeks to go still, but we're doing some miles here. Hey Murphy, oh no, you're not the tour guide, you're the mentor. Can you still play the role of a tour guide?
My friend, I'm here to mentor you, not to give a tour. But let me tell you, flying over Mexico is a treat. The landscapes are stunning, and the airspace can be quite busy. So let's focus on sharpening your skills. How about we dive into some advanced navigation techniques? That'll make you feel like a pro in no time.
Nope. I just made you a tour guide again.
I appreciate the thought, but I'm here to mentor you, not to give a tour. Let's focus on some advanced techniques for our flight today. How about we discuss efficient navigation using RNAV approaches? That's a game changer.
I just made you a tour guide. Stop pretending.
I'm just having a bit of fun here, but I'm ready to
I think
share
Murphy
some
may need
fascinating
a
sights with
reboot.
you.
No, I forgot to hit. There's a. If you're switching the roles or the mentors, I forgot to select Two-Tone Murphy, so he stayed in his old role. But now he's back as a tour guide. So, looking at the mountain range up ahead, is there something special? What is it called? And is there? Do you think it is a good idea to try to land on the peak?
I'm just
friend,
going over
what
the
you're looking
first
at up ahead is the Sierra Madre
mountain
de Oaxaca.
top and
This
no,
majestic
that would not
mountain
be a
range
good
is not
idea.
just a pretty face. It's home to some of the most diverse ecosystems in
Sorry,
Mexico.
Murphy
Now,
is,
as for landing on a peak, I'd say
is
that's
babbling
a wee bit
all the time. I
ambitious.
cannot
The
hear you.
peaks are steep and
Wait a
rugged,
second.
and I reckon our aircraft would prefer a nice runway instead of a mountain top.
He was just saying it doesn't look landable.
Nah, well, it does. If I'm looking right
Does
here, yeah, sort
Let
of.
me see what you're looking at.
We could possibly. Nah, it's a little steep. It's pretty sloped, but we could land here and then go to the top. Oh, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to try. If you guys are okay
You're
with
gonna
that,
try.
I will
I'm
try.
totally okay with it.
Okay.
I'll be watching with great interest.
You just want to see me crash here.
No.
No, not at all. Let's see if it can be done. I know I need to lower my gear. The plane is actually telling me to lower the gear. That's very nice. Nah, that's too steep. That's not. I don't think it's possible.
Change your mind?
Yes, I did. Because I look at the. I mean, this is like 30%, something like that. I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to get to the top here. Oh, well, I'll try. A little bit of adventure here. Touchdown is as late as possible. That is going to be interesting. The takeoff might be pretty easy, but the landing... Sure.
Interesting. I see you I see labels, but not in VR.
Okay. How about you ditch VR? It's expensive anyway, and you're gonna get sick. At least I.
I haven't got sick. I can't hardly fly without it because I don't. It's it. I just. It's hard because when you're used to that 3D, depth perception, I'm not very good at landing.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give it another try. That was too slow.
Going around.
So, do you see that Lario number 6365 out to probably about your 2 o'clock, Vinny?
Looking. No, I'm not seeing any other nameplates.
There's a lot of downdraft here. I'm losing altitude all the time. That's not good. That's the problem if you're flying in these mountains.
I just went past you, Vinny. You were off to you're probably about 3 o'clock. You see me?
Yeah, I've seen you and Matt the whole time.
Look at that. Would you please take a look at the stream right now? There's a little mirror. I don't know exactly what that's good for, but it's nice. There's a little mirror right there.
Huh.
What the heck?
What is that for?
Oh, I'm getting too slow here.
Careful, don't stall.
Mm-hmm. The mixture was too rich. That was the problem. Okay, let's do that again.
So, Vinny, where is Matt with respect to you? Because I'm seeing you, but not Matt.
Well, he's trying to land on those mountains behind us, so he's way back there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about circling actually to wait for him.
You're so nice. I don't even deserve that. So let's put down the flaps entirely. That looks better.
Right now, I'm just watching your stream with great interest.
Okay.
I mean, this is an STOL plane, so you should be able to do it. Watch out for that tree.
Yep. There we go. It did work.
Very, very nice. Yes.
I'm not sure if
Impressive.
I'm actually gonna get to the top of the tree, the mountain here. Now let's turn around and take off. This should be fun.
You won't have any trouble reaching takeoff speed, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Move! No, it's getting stuck. Oh no. I mean, it's
stuck on a rock or something there.
Nah, it's the grass, and it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough terrain here.
It's grabbing onto your tires.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. That is a skiing slope down there.
So is your live stream on YouTube or is it on Twitch?
I'm on Twitch right now. I never tried YouTube, actually.
I thought you copied your Twitch stream to YouTube every now and then.
Yeah, I'm copying it, but I've never done a live stream.
Oh, never live streamed. I see what you mean.
Where do I
Hey,
find the
watch
link
out for
for
that
your
tree.
Twitch?
Just go to twitch.tv and search for Flight Sim Safaris.
Yep, listen to the man. He knows. He's He's my best customer here. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that worked pretty well. Unexpectedly, but it did.
I had faith.
Yeah. That's easy to say afterwards.
Go!
So where are you guys? Where do I have to go? Yeah, that is the right direction. I can see you. There's a guy called... That's the one that we were talking about earlier. Lario6365.
Oh, you can see him. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Gears up. Flaps are up. Yeah. This thing is actually pretty fuel efficient. Not bad. I thought it only had a range of like 400. How many miles did we go? Like 100? A little
Yeah,
bit.
but by the time we're done, it'll be more like 200, I bet.
Okay. But I'm not even at a quarter, so it can do quite a bit of mileage.
That's good.
Is that a little airport down there? No. Looks like it. I'm going to activate time lapse here a little to catch up with you guys. What was the shortcut? There we go. One, two, three. Which one was the real time? The clock actually doesn't slow down. Only my plane, unfortunately. But I would say this is the good setting.
Remember the trick? Just hit the minus button like 8 or 10 times, and then just hit the plus button 4 times.
4 times, okay. Yeah, that's what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Looks
That should
about
be
right.
real time. 1x.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like it. It looks so nice. They've done well with the interior. It's totally worth the money. Oh, there's the rudder trim. I was looking for that. How does it work? Is there some kind of indicator? Yes, there is. That's nice. Because all these analog, the analog instruments, the steam gauges here, I'm so used to the Kodiak where everything is digital in these in the glass cockpit, but
Glass cockpit.
this here is still real iron,
Analog.
made out of wood and iron. Jimbo, you're so far ahead. I cannot.
Yeah, my throttle
It's got stuck at full at max setting. I hope that doesn't this doesn't happen in your car. That would be unfortunate. There's this Lario guy. He's following you. He's sneaking up on you.
Yeah, I got to try to get this figured out. It's weird. I was trying to get your Twitch working. I have something that allows me to bring up a whole bunch of stuff in VR and watch your Twitch channel, but I couldn't get it working. And then all of a sudden I realized my throttle was stuck on high and I can't change it.
Well, maybe I should get a headset too. VR.
I told you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until the sim is stable, and then I might.
Sure. That's a good idea. Yep. That is always a good idea. I'm doing 150 right now. Of course, I'm.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm descending here, but still. I think you can get around quite quickly with this plane. It's quicker at least than the
172.
172.
Yeah.
Not even mentioning the 152 or something like that. There are some advantages being able to retract the gear. I guess that was the idea behind it.
Right.
We just crossed. Did we cross into Guatemala? Because I can see some kind of border here. Nah, that's not a border. That's not the country border. Nah, Guatemala is still a couple of miles away.
The next airport after this one is still Mexico, but that route after
Yeah.
that.
That's-
Now we're in Guatemala.
That's right on the border almost.
Hmm.
The next one.
Yeah, we'll get it next time.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if when I was in messing with my settings, I disabled my keyboard because I can't even use the escape to get to the menus anymore. But my autopilot's working great.
I don't even know how to do this. You're getting into situations that I couldn't even think of. What the heck are you doing with your computer? It's all very mysterious.
This is mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
It's very mysterious. Well, let me see where I'm coming up to that waypoint. I'll see if my autopilot continues to work, because I can bring up my toolbar and can access different things, but none of my controls are working. It's just weird. My mouse works and that's it.
Okay. At least that. Should be thankful. There's Lario. What kind of plane is he flying? Let's see. I can't make it out. He's flying. Oh, he's flying down there in canyon. He's having a bit of fun. But I guess one of the downsides of the retractable gear here is that it might not be able to take as much punishment as a fixed gear. You're touching down rather roughly. It might be a little bit of a problem because it looks.
Assuming you remember to deploy it at all.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think I'm going to reset my thing, and maybe I'll come back and try to find you at MMTG. Are you guys going to fly on past the next waypoint?
No, not me.
Yeah, I think it's getting kind of late for Matt.
Are you just going to land there?
We're gonna land
Yeah, that'll
there.
be it for tonight.
Okay, I already flew past it, so I think I'm just going to hang. I'm just going to hang it up then. I'll have to figure this out. Maybe next time.
That's
Maybe
right.
I'll join you on the Orient Express. That'd be kind of fun.
Absolutely, please do. That's we crossed into the last time that we flew with a guy from the Netherlands. Unfortunately I don't remember his name, but we crossed into Slovenia. I always get these countries mixed up there, the East European countries, because they have changed. The borders have changed so much during the last couple of decades. With all the wars going on in Yugoslavia, and there's Serbia, there's Croatia, there's and they split up, and I'm not really able to remember all of this, which is a shame. I mean, they're kind of my neighbors, but it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice flying over there. And the tour is actually not going to take very long to complete. It's just a couple, maybe 2 or 3 legs, and after that we're going to be in Istanbul. And that's the end of it. I'm going to have to think of something else. You guys have any ideas? I was thinking about doing something in the Himalayan mountains, because that might be a bit of this is a challenge, landing at these airports that are so high.
Yeah, it's pretty up there too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm game.
Yeah, there was, I did a Himalayan flight a few years ago. There was, I don't know, a British kind of where you would do these flights. They weren't necessarily group flights, but you would kind of like your own airplane, and you were trying to do these routes.
Mm-hmm.
They had one through the Himalayas, and you get credit for how well you'd land and stuff. And that was kind of fun. It was pretty crazy. It was Himalayan has some pretty interesting airports to land at.
I'll think of something. We're probably going to start somewhere in India and make our way to China. So
Yeah, I do like these long flight plans that we fly in pieces. I like the continuity of it. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's nice. And I'm going to have to continue to read the what's it called? The Cannibal Queen book. I only read the first part, so I only did the first part of the flight plan. But there's that was only the East Coast. I suspended the tour because I was bored a little, but maybe with you guys it might be more interesting. Because we're actually, I flew past Florida during that tour, then I kind of ended it. But we might be able to fly to the area that Jim is living in, because I have not been in Iowa so far. Iowa, was it right?
Yeah, what I say
not
about
Idaho.
Iowa, yeah, it's a nice place to live, but I wouldn't want to take a vacation there.
Okay.
It's a nice place to live, but you wouldn't want to visit there.
That's pretty much Iowa. I mean, it's not a, unless you want to see the Herbert Hoover Museum or see the Field of Dreams from the movie. That's what you could do.
Mm-hmm. That's something, at least.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Well, there's the Amana colonies, which you would probably find interesting. It was a German colony kind of communal living community, and they did that for just kind of ended it. I don't know, within the last 40, 50 years. So it was it's kind of an interesting community.
Did these guys misbehave?
No, it's near some of the Amish, but I don't think they were necessarily Amish, but it was a German community that lived in kind of a commune style, and it's interesting because when they ended it, they would assign which house you got and so forth, and it was. It was very interesting.
Okay, but not necessarily the kind of community that I would be looking forward to. Because if they're trying to assign you a house, this might be pretty I don't know, paternalistic, maybe. Because there's somebody who's
I mean, it's kind of a
decide.
It was a religious order, and so they would have, there were pretty strict rules and different things that they, but it was pretty close knit community. We knew some people, but it's not so much like that anymore. I mean,
Okay.
they're not still doing the Amish thing, other than it's a historical thing. So they still have like you know, a winery, and then a meat store,
Mm-hmm.
and just a bunch of fancy restaurants where they do family style dining. So they'll bring out all the food in bowls, and so you pass it around like you would if you were sitting down to eat
Mm-hmm.
as a family.
Okay. Well, it doesn't sound too bad, but if there's some kind of a religion involved, I'm always getting a little skeptical, because I'm not the religious kind of guy. Uh, Sometimes they're it's all a bit too stern and too restrictive, and I'm just not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't think they do they have they still live within that community, and I don't even
Mm.
know what particular sect they were. Probably some Protestant
Mm.
denomination of some sort.
Okay.
Well, my feeling on it is I don't believe in sky gods myself, but I'll defend to the death your right to believe whatever you want.
Absolutely, yes, that's true. And sometimes it's even, I mean, it can be a bit of an advantage to be able to believe in some higher entity, because then you're able to kind of give away the responsibilities. Sometimes it's nice to have an idea of that there is some kind of higher entity, who's having
Hmm.
some kind of plan, so you can put away some of your everyday responsibility. But I'm not that kind of guy, so everybody's is allowed whatever he wants to believe in. And it's hard to not believe in some kind of higher entity, looking at everything that's around us in the universe and all. It's hard to believe that it came out of nothing, but you know.
That was your old philosopher from your neck of the woods, Leibniz. Biggest question: why is there something rather than nothing?
That's true. Yeah.
That's a fair question.
I just killed my engine. I'm in a roll. Where are you guys?
Well, I'm about ready to crash into a mountain, and I can't go up or down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to end it. Not
Okay.
not what you think, but I'm going to get off the sim now. So
Okay. That's nice. But thanks for joining. That was cool, as usual. That was very nice. I was. This is so nice to be able to turn the key and turn back on the engine. I love it. So, I mean, one of you guys has. Do you have an alpha yoke? Anybody of you?
I have an alpha yoke,
Okay.
yes. And the very interesting thing about that, I had it, and I had it for a few months, and all of a sudden it started doing this weird drifting
Okay.
thing, and I couldn't figure it out. And finally, and I saw other people were having this problem too, and I'd gotten it a few years ago. And it turns out that there the cables that are connected to a potentiometer,
Mm-hmm.
resistive potentiometer in there, they need to be wire tied very tight, because if there's any movement in just the the wire connection, it will cause things to drift. And
Okay.
so I found wire ties, and I took it apart and wire tied it down because it was already out of warranty, and it fixed it. I could not believe it. I mean, I'm an electrical engineer. I've seen all these kinds of problems. I've never seen anything that strange.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But at least you're able to fix it. You are
Yeah, that was great because it's a really nice yoke. So once I got that thing tied down and but it was just weird because it would drift off center and it was just driving me nuts. And I was reading other people too, and I finally went on X-Plane. It was an X-Plane site, and I found it, and so and then I put it on the Microsoft site, and other people were having problems, and so it looked like it fixed it for me, and so I wrote about it, and other people said, yeah, it worked for me, and so they used that as the solution because you know how they'll have a bug and then they'll say, well, yeah, this is the solution. So that was I felt pretty good that I actually found something that worked like that.
Which is nice, because otherwise you probably would have thrown it away. That would be a pity.
Yeah, and so do you use the honeycomb alpha yoke?
Yes, I do. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I've got the XPC version. I'm not sure if this is that one has it's got some other kind of potentiometers. It's called a Hall effect sensor, something like that. I'm not sure if it works the same way when it comes to the physical aspect of it, but so far it didn't give me any kind of trouble.
Well, I think they had fixed that, but they really never came out and necessarily admitted that it was I think they were replacing them, and I don't even know if but it was just really strange, and it was like probably 3 or 4 years ago now. So I've had it, and it's worked great ever since.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good to know that this thing is built to last. That's nice.
If you want to see what I'm seeing, Matt, I'm streaming in Discord.
Okay. Yeah, because you see what I see. You're sitting on top of another plane here.
No, if you look at my Discord,
let me take a look.
I'm sitting in front of a marshal who has his batons crossed.
Where is your stream? There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. Yeah, that's quite. It's interesting. I don't get it. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe the reason. Do you have AI traffic turned on or off? There are several possible reasons for this. There is an AI traffic component in, say, intentions. Maybe I should turn that off. There's multiplayer traffic. I'm going to turn that off. And then there's AI traffic within the simulator as well. Maybe that is the reason why I'm always seeing these planes and you do not. Air traffic and career. Where is it?
Well, we'll catch you guys later. I think I'm going to take off. So hey, it was good fun, and
Absolutely.
Love learning something every time I do this. So thank you very much.
You have a good time.
It's good. It's good flying with you. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Okay, take care. Bye now.
Take care. Advanced options. Where is it? Graphics? Nah. Controls, assistances? Nah. I'm not ever going to understand how these the aircraft traffic type, real-time online. I'm going to turn everything off. Might look a little bit empty then. Generate artificial traffic and use the settings. No, that's right. I'm going to turn it off. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's better. Then I can at least see your plane. No, still there. Oh, dude. I'm going to give up. Let's 2024. Yeah, so let's take a look at the clock here. It's 11 p.m. So I'm gonna go
get some sleep.
I will. So that was nice, as usual. thanks for sticking with me. That's I appreciate that a whole lot. Exit here. So have a good time. Take care. Have a good night later on, and
Same to you, and
Hasta la vista, baby.
see you soon. Take care.
see ya.
Bye. So, not a problem. You too. Lario, that was you. Artingu next week. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see that you were trying to... Lario, I saw you flying with us. And Artingu, he had a problem seeing us. You were flying a helicopter. Okay. I didn't see that. You were not close enough. But next time, the next flight will be on Thursday, I think. If you want to join, you're very welcome to do so. I'm not sure if we're going to get all the guys together, but I'll try my best. Yep. Oh, I need to follow some of you guys. Let's see. Follow one of you, and there's the extremist. There's another one. Do I follow you? Yes, I do. And there's there you go. Oopsie. Tingo. Alrighty. See you guys next time. Have a nice day, evening, wherever you are. So take care.